Hello students, I am Sanap KB from Department of Physics, RBMB College, Shrampur. Now this is my lecture number 5 on the topic electrostatics for the subject physics of class 11 science. Okay, in previous lecture we saw about how to find a electric field at a point due to a point charge. Now today firstly we see about that uniform and non-uniform electric fields. What is meant by electric field? Electric field is the force experienced per unit charge is electric field, that is E is equal to F divided by Q. And now this electric field, when it is a uniform and when it is a non-uniform, that is a uniform electric field, see here, uniform electric field. When magnitude and direction of electric field are equal or are same, then electric field is a uniform. Example of this uniform electric field is a field between two parallel plates. Now here these parallel plates are charged, and now electric field will be directed from A to B, and now this indicate that the direction of electric field E here. And now here magnitude and direction both are same, that electric field is called uniform electric field. What do you mean by non-uniform electric field? Non-uniform electric field. Now here magnitude and directions are not same, that is non-uniform electric field. Example of that field acting on a point charge. Now here consider the point charge is situated here Q, and then direction and magnitudes of these fields are like this one. Means here magnitudes are same but directions are not same. It can be directed anywhere. And now this type of electric field is called non-uniform electric field. Understand this simple concept, that non-uniform electric field and uniform electric field here. Okay, now today again we are going to new article concerned with the topic, that is practical way of calculating electric field. Now here article number 10.6.2 is the practical way to calculating electric field, how we have to calculate that electric field. Practically, we consider two parallel charged plates. This is plate A and plate B. Now here a positive charge, this is a negative charge. Now in between these two plates, positive charge Q is there. And now electric field E is directed from plate A to plate B. Now these two plates are separated by distance this small d. And now we have to find what is the value of electric field produced in between these two plates here. Now when this charge moves from this plate A to plate B, then electric field will be directed like this one. Then what is the electrostatic force? That force is a F bar. It is a vector quantity. Now we have to find some work done. For that simplicity, we consider suppose this charge, that charge Q moves from plate B to plate A. That is against the direction of this electrostatics force. Now this charge moves opposite to the direction of this force, then some work will be done there. And what is that mechanical work done against this force? And so that work W is equal to that force into D. Consider only magnitude here. This is the equation 1. F into D, F into S, force into displacement. According to that definition, we find here the work when that charge moves from plate A to plate B, that is against the direction of that electrostatics force. And now suppose let V be potential difference between these two plates, that is a plate A and plate B. And then what is the electrical work here? Now that electrical work W is given by that phi, potential difference, into that charge, magnitude of charge Q. This is equation 2 here. Now here equation 1 and 2 are same. Now equating equation 1 and 2 here, equating equation 1 and equation 2, we get now that FD is equal to phi into this Q. Now this F divided by Q is equal to phi divided by D here. Now what this F upon Q, force divided by charge in a magnitude, that gives the electric field E. Magnitude of this electric field E is equal to F divided by Q, and therefore this equation becomes this F upon Q is equal to E is equal to this phi divided by d. This is equation number 3. In this way, we can calculate the electric field in between these two charged parallel plates, and it is given by E is equal to phi by d. Phi is the PD, potential difference between these plates, and d be the separation between these two parallel plates. Putting the value of phi and d, we can calculate the value of electric field E. In this way, practically we can calculate the electric field here, and that is given by E is equal to phi divided by d. Okay, now again we see that next important article concerned with this topic is electric lines of force. You know the magnetic lines of force, then what are electric lines of force? This is article number 6.10.6.3, that is electric lines of force here. Now you know the bar magnet, which is already you studied that this is the magnet, this is the N pole, and this is a S pole. Now draw this lines of force here. Now direction of that lines of force like that one. Now the path traced by north pole to south pole is known as magnetic lines of force. Magnetic lines of force. And we know that this magnetic field and electric fields are related very close. And now this north pole is equivalent to that positive charge, and that south pole is equivalent to that negative charge. And the imaginary path traced by this positive charge to negative charge is called electric lines of force. Electric lines of force. These two terms, magnetic lines of force and electric lines of force, was introduced by Michael Faraday. In 1791 to 1867, this Michael Faraday introduced these two terms that are electric lines of force and magnetic lines of force. Now here, these electric lines of force are the an imaginary path traced by positive charge to negative charge object, positive charge object to negative charge object is called lines of force. This is the particularly definition of electric lines of force. An imaginary path traced by positive charge object to negative charge object is called electric lines of force. And now we can see the one by one some characteristics of these electric lines of force. See the characteristics of lines of force. This is the characteristics of electric lines of force. Electric lines of force. Characteristics of electric lines of force. Now here see the first characteristics of lines of force. These electric lines of force always start from positive charge and ends at negative charge. This is the first characteristics. Already we see the definition. Now here lines of force always start from this positive charge and end at negative charge. Second, electric lines of force. Electric lines of force are not intersect with one another. These lines of force are not here intersect with one another. Then property number 3. Third one is a tangent drawn. We see here only electric lines of force. That is a third property or third characteristics of this electric lines of force. Tangent drawn at any point of electric lines of force gives the direction of electric field. Means suppose here this lines of force. Now consider here point A and draw the tangent here, this at point A, that indicates the electric field at point E. Now consider another point B here. Now draw the here tangent to this point B that gives the direction of electric field at point B, EAN at point B. Now this is the meaning of this third characteristics. Tangent drawn at any point of electric lines of force gives the direction of electric field. Then fourth characteristics, when or if lines of force that are electric lines of force are more crowded, then electric field is large or greater. Means here lines of force are very close or more crowded. Now here field at the pole is large. Means if lines of force are more crowded, then electric field is large here. Now fifth characteristics, if lines of force are widely separated, then electric field is less or small, greater or less. Means this lines of force are widely separated, distance between them is large, means they are widely separated. At that time strength of electric field is small. Here strength of electric field is large. This is the fifth characteristics of this electric lines of force. Now again that magnitude of electric field intensity is proportional to number of lines of force. The magnitude of electric field intensity is proportional to number of lines of force per unit area. Number of lines of force per unit area. Now this is the 6 characteristics of lines of force. The lines of force do not pass through conductor. 7th one, the lines of force do not pass through conductor. That is, inside the conductor E is equal to 0. And last one in, there is no any physical existence for this electric lines of force. There is no any physical existence for this electric lines of force. And now again these lines of force are parallel, then electric field is uniform. Already we studied in that concept uniform electric field and non-uniform electric field. This is about the electric lines of force. Now here we see the definition of this. What do you mean by electric lines of force? An imaginary path traced by positive charge is called electric lines of force. And now we see the some characteristics of electric lines of force, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 7. And last one is there is no any physical existence to show this electric lines of force, so it is called imaginary lines of force or imaginary path traced by this positive charge. And now today we can stop here studying the uniform, non-uniform electric field, then practical way to calculating the electric field, and third article is what it mean by lines of force and what are the characteristics of lines of force. Okay, we can stop here.